All things must change, but wow. It was announced, I happened to see it just a moment ago in Variety on Twitter, that Comic Con International is moving WonderCon from Anaheim to Los Angeles. And that's something that didn't come up in my interview with David Glanzer last Saturday. I guess they hadn't consummated the deal, or whatever the case, it just popped up a moment ago. But it was clear to me in my conversation that whether it was San Francisco or I advocated Oakland, even though we don't have the space, which I'll get to in a second, or another place like Los Angeles, that even though Comic Con International staff enjoyed having WonderCon in Anaheim, they were ready to go someplace else. What happened in the case of Anaheim is that Comic Con grew to 60,000 people last year. Now, let's put this in perspective. When I first interviewed David Glanzer about WonderCon, it was when WonderCon was in San Francisco, and this was back in 2009, and WonderCon then had attracted 36,000 people. So WonderCon has almost doubled in size between 2009 and 2015. That is phenomenal. And it's getting to a point where it's approaching the size of Comic-Con itself. So the announcement in Variety was made strictly by AEG. There was no posted statement by David Glanzer, the marketing and PR head of Comic-Con International, or I call him the czar of WonderCon. But the bottom line is, in the statement that was made by AEG and also by Representative for Mayor Garcetti's office, that the objective was not only to get WonderCon, but eventually Comic-Con yank it away from San Francisco. I like that kind of aggressive economic development behavior. I wish we had more of that, well, in Oakland, but that's another story again. You have to understand the economic development benefit of conventions that capture what we do in pop culture, as Comic-Con International has done with both Comic-Con and WonderCon. Comic-Con International taking WonderCon and putting it in LA, I think, is a brilliant move. It's also too bad, and it's really sad that San Francisco Mayor Ed Lee didn't see the value in having WonderCon in San Francisco. Someone with Moscone told me, well, it doesn't make any money for us. I really think that they should have reconsidered those words because, again, Comic-Con International's secondary event, WonderCon, is becoming almost as large as its primary event, Comic-Con in San Diego, and it has almost doubled in size since 2009, and it continued to increase in size as it went down to Anaheim. So San Francisco lost out. They made a bullheaded, stupid move. Oakland has not grown in terms of convention space at all. So the Bay Area is left in the lurch once again, and all the fun is in Southern California. Stay tuned.